to not to tie it too tightly. You shouldn't put ice or anything cold in the bite because this will make it more difficult to get the poison out later. And never try to suck out the poison. It is if it gets into your mouth, it might go into your blood.
Very good, Adao. Thank you very much. So the best alternative was C. Yeah, tying. Remember the verb tie? When you have a piece of fabric or a piece of cloth, right? So you tie it very tightly above the bite. So that will prevent the poison to spread, yeah, in your blood system quicker, right? Very good. Questions about vocabulary, anyone? Felipe, Benjamin? No? Okay. Next question in the country said, what would you do if you were in the middle of a field and a bull started running towards you? Matias. Matias, God, I forgot your surname. Not Ortiz, Matias Rivas. Yes, Matias Rivas, please.
Okay. The answer is B. If you are lucky, the ball will change direction to follow the hat or bag and give you time to escape. It doesn't matter what color the shirt is. Bulls don't see color. They only see movement. Don't try to run away, because bulls can run incredibly fast. And you shouldn't shout or wave your arms, because this will attract the bull's attention even more.
Yeah, so it's a myth, right? Like when we see bullfighters, like using this very big, I don't know, red pieces of cloth, right? It's just for the fun of seeing the show, you see. But it wouldn't matter if it's red, if it's blue, if it's yellow, because they can't see color. Yeah, they react to movement. Yeah, very good. Questions about vocabulary? No? Be careful with the pronunciation of shout. Remember that we have a verb which is shoot. Yeah, S-H-O-O-T. We need to make a difference in pronunciation between shoot, yeah, and shout. You see? Shout. Very good. And the last context was in the water. And I think that is page 110. Martin, welcome. Good afternoon. Yes. And the fifth question, I'm sorry, was what would you do if you were in the ocean and a jellyfish? Yeah. After Matthias gave us his lecture on jellyfish, and some jellyfish are poisonous. Which is the best alternative, Martin? A, B, or C? Can you read?
Yeah, the answer is C. If a jellyfish stings you, you should clean the sting with vinegar because it stops the poison. If you don't have any vinegar, use ocean water, but only use fresh water. For example, water from a tap or mineral water, because this will make the sting hurt more. And you shouldn't rub the sting because this will make it worse too. After you have washed the sting,
after you have
washed the sting, you shouldn't clean off any bits or tentacles that are on your skin and take a painkiller.
Yeah, so it's not that simple, you see. So we shouldn't rub the sting. We shouldn't use, fresh water unless it is mineral water or tap water. And the best thing to do is to use vinegar or ocean water. Yeah, so you were right. Yeah, the person, I don't remember who, was the one who chose letter C last class, but it's right. Yeah, use vinegar or ocean water. Yeah, so rubbing the sting, never. And then it says, after you have washed the sting, you should clean off any bits of tentacles, oh, that's disgusting, that are on your skin and take a painkiller, paracetamol, ibuprofen, etc. Yeah, Matthias makes sense, right? Because, well, jellyfish are like dangerous. And if I were part of this edition of the book, I would say go to the nearest doctor or go to a hospital. You never know if you're allergic to them. The last question said, what would you do if you were in the ocean near the shore? Remember, the shore is the limit between the water and the sand, the shore, and you saw a shark. And the best alternative is Ulises.
Okay, the answer is A. If you are near the shore and the shark is not too close, you can probably swim to the shore without attracting its attention. For this reason, it's important to swim smoothly and not splash or make sudden movements. Keeping still is dangerous because if the shark swims in your direction, it will see you and it will attack you. Don't shoot because shooting will
Shoot or shout, remember?
shout.
Ah, okay.
Don't shout because shooting will
Shouting. Yeah.
will provoke the shark and it will attack you.
Very good. With pronunciation, except for shout. Yeah. Don't shout because shouting will provoke the shark and it will attack you. Very good, Ulises. Thank you. Yeah. So the best alternative is A. I will swim to the shore as quickly and quietly. Yeah. That is why it says smoothly. You see, when you do things smoothly, you do them like quietly, carefully. Yeah. Not attracting a lot of attention or making any noise. Very good. All right. So I think that we are prepared, to be in these situations. Questions? Yes? Somebody said, please.
What's the difference between smoothly and slowly?
Slowly has to do with the velocity. Smoothly has to do with the how you do it. Like quietly, you see, not
aggressive.
Not clumsily. For example, if I don't know how. The thing is that I can't move here, but when you swim smoothly, you do it like this. You see,
like soft.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So smoothly is like, you see, very smoothly, quietly, producing no noise. If you do it like clumsily, it would be like something like this. Imagine the water splashing and making lots of noise. You see? Now, slowly and fast have to do with the velocity. You can swim quickly, fast, or slowly. Yeah. So in a way, I would say try to swim smoothly, but as fast as you can, because you need to run away.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Any other question?
Teacher, which is the pronunciation? The words provoke.
Provoke. Yeah, the stress goes in voke. Provoke. The shark.
Okay.
Good. Let's go back to the presentation. What are you? This is unit 7. I got the name. 9. Yes, here it is. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, I found a video. Didn't tell you. But I mean, can you see the presentation or not?
No, it's...
Oh my God, why? Why? Yeah, well, when I was preparing the unit, I started looking for information about jellyfish and about, things, you see, and that is why I asked Matthias to do the homework and find information about jellyfish, if jellyfish are dangerous, if they are poisonous, because we had a question on Friday. So we already know many of these answers, right? So it says, what would you do if a jellyfish stung you? Yeah, so according to the book, remember, in this hypothetical situation that a jellyfish stung us, we should, remember, use vinegar or ocean water, but never ever rub the sting. Never do this, because it will make the sting getting worse. Why do you think jellyfish sting? Matthias, any idea? Why do you think that jellyfish sting?
No, miss, that was not my research.
It's not my, I'm sorry. Anybody guesses? Yeah, why jellyfish sting? Because they are evil creatures? I think so.
For self-defense?
I agree with you, Jose Miguel. I think that in general, animals, attack, not because they are bad creatures or evil beings, but just because they are defending themselves. Yeah. And now we're going to watch this guy, Greg, yeah, who is going to talk about jellyfish, yeah. You never know when you can come across one of these lovely watery creatures. So pay attention and let's see if what Greg says is similar to what Matthias shared with us at the beginning of the class, yeah. Give me some seconds because my internet connection is not very fast. So you need to be patient. I love these videos. I don't know why, but I really like them. Give me one second. Wait. Can you see? Was it why do jellyfish sting or not? No.
Mhm.
I think you can't. Wait. What about now? Yeah? Okay, great. Okay, pay attention.
Hey there, head squeezers. I hope you're well. This one's come in from Tim McCabe, who asks, why do jellyfish sting? Now, I think it was one of the greatest minds of this, if not any generation, Mr. Carl Pilkington, who said, jellyfish, do we need them? Well, Carl, yes, we do, because they are indeed part of the food chain. But I can't deny they are a bit of an odd beast. They're not even a fish, they're a plankton made of 98% water. They have no bones, no heart, technically even no brain, but they've been around for 650 million years and there are thousands of different species. So clearly they're doing something right. So Tim, the sting, they use it to capture prey and as a defense mechanism. A jellyfish's tentacle is covered in cells called nematocysts, and in those contains stinging threads. If it comes up against a foreign body like a human on the beach, it'll unfurl those stinging threads and shoot out a neurotoxin venom. In the case of its prey, it will paralyze it. In the case of us, it just hurts. Tell me in the comments below if you've experienced that kind of pain before. So how do you treat for a jellyfish sting? Yes, the urine issue had to come up at some point, didn't it? So does it actually work? This idea that if you pee on someone's limb that's been stung by a jellyfish, will that help? A recent study suggests no. It actually reckons that it could make the sting burn more. The thing is, a sting tends to be alkaline. So in order to neutralize it, you need acid. So vinegar would be a great thing to pour over your sting. So whoever came up with that idea that you need to take a leak on someone if they've been stung by a jellyfish? I don't know, I couldn't find out, but I salute that person as one of the best practical jokers in history. Until next time, happy head squeezing.
Very good. So it agrees. Yeah, so it's true. Yeah, that we should use vinegar. Yeah, because the sting is alkaline, right? Interesting, right? And it agrees with your research also, Matthias. Any questions, vocabulary, anything you didn't understand?
Yes. Miss, what means leak?
Leak, to take a leak is an expression, Jose Miguel. When you take a leak is when you pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the expression. Leak alone, yeah, a leak is a filtration. For example, if oh my God, there is a leak on the ceiling. So water is filtrating from upstairs, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the expression. Any other word? Any other expression? No? Okay. Good. Presentation. Right, guys. So back to business. We have to talk a little bit about grammar. I didn't tell you at the beginning, but part of the plan for today's class is to practice grammar and to practice the second conditional. Remember that last unit? Yeah, we looked at the first conditional, which is a structure that helps us to express likely situations in the present or the future. In this unit, we're going to learn a structure that helps us to express unlikely situations. That is why all the questions in the book, yeah, the questions about animals started with, what would you do if you were attacked? What would you do if a jellyfish stung you? You see, there are differences in grammar. So let's see. what is the difference between if a jellyfish stung me, I wouldn't rub the sting. If a jellyfish stings you, call your dad and he'll pick you up. You live in the north of Chile. Anyone? I have said it before, so I don't think that it will be very difficult. What is the difference? Both of them are grammatically correct. There is no mistake. The two sentences are like perfectly in terms of grammar, but there is a difference in meaning. What's the difference?
The first and second conditional.
Right, but you're talking, Eduardo, about the grammar. Explain the meaning. Explain the difference in what I want to express.
I think
you are right anyway. You are right, but I wanted to explain a little bit more.
Yes, I think like the first is like an hypothetical situation.
Good.
Or both are hypothetical.
No, not the two of them. Only the first one.
Yes, the first I think is more hypothetical and it's like a fictitious story.
Fictional?
Yes.
Okay.
Fictional, and it doesn't matter. Or no. In the real situation, I think it's not necessary that you will act like that.
So in a way,
it's only an hypothetical situation.
Exactly. So in a way, Eduardo, we can say that every time we speak or every time we want to say something, we need to take care not only of the grammar. The grammar is only part of the equation. We need to take care of the context, because what you say depends on where you are, it depends on who you are, it depends on what you mean, and then you think about the grammar. You see? So Eduardo is right. The first sentence, the context we imagine is, okay, we are in Santiago now, for example, there is no beach in Santiago. Yeah, so if I ask you, I don't know, Enzo, for example, you live in Santiago, right? No.
Right.
Okay. And so,
Yes.
okay, so imagine that I don't know, chatting with Enzo, and I say, oh, Enzo, well, what would you do if a jellyfish stung me? You say, well, I don't really know. I've never seen a jellyfish, but if a jellyfish stung me, I know that I wouldn't rub the sting, because I read somewhere that rubbing the sting is very bad because it will hurt more. You see? So we are talking in Santiago about this unlikely situation that is coming across jellyfish. Okay, let's change the context. And now I'm talking to Ulises. Ulises, pretend, please. Lie a little bit. So Ulises tells me, no, Miss, I live in Serena, and I'm now living in Serena with my parents. And so we start talking. I say, oh, Ulises, and well, now that you live in La Serena, what will you do if a jellyfish stings you? I said, well, my mom told me that if a jellyfish stings me, I have to call my dad, as fast as I can, because I need to go to the hospital because I'm allergic. I'm allergic to stings, or I'm allergic to this substance that jellyfish have. Okay, this toxin that jellyfish have. Okay, so why did I change from the second to the first? Because when we were in Santiago, the situation was unlikely. But if I live in Serena, perhaps the situation is not so unlikely. It is more likely. You see? So depending on what you want to express, you choose one or the other, but you need to be consistent, because the first conditional has a specific structure. It's if, present simple, and then will, remember? Or in an imperative, or might. And if you use the second, you use if, past, and then would or wouldn't. You see that it changes? We cannot mix the structures, because one is the first, the other one is the second. Did you understand, Eduardo? Is it better now? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. If a snake bit me, pay attention, if a snake bit me, I would tie something on my leg. Again, I'm talking with my friends. We are in my house, we are in Santiago, yeah. Santiago is not really famous for the snakes. So I say, well, what would you do if a snake bit you? Yeah. But imagine that we are camping in the south of Chile, right? And I think that in Chile there are some species of snakes, right? I say, well, if you find a snake while you go camping, will you ask for help? We are at the campsite, you see. We are close, yeah, to nature. And we are thinking about the possibility of being bitten by snakes. You see, the context changed, my grammar changed, yeah? If I were you, I wouldn't swim to the shore. Again, hypothetical situation. Yeah, are sharks really common in Chile? Not really. But what if we are in the Caribbean? What will you do if you are swimming today and a shark, attacks you? I don't know what I would do, you see? Situation changes, grammar changes. So, Eduardo, everyone, you are right. While sentences 2 and 4, you see, sentence 2 and 4 talk about future situations we believe are real or possible. Sentences 1, if a jellyfish stung you, 3, if a snake bit me, and 4, if I were you, talk about imagined present or future situations that are impossible or unlikely in reality. I repeat, I know that I have said it like dozen times this class, but everything depends on your reality. Yeah, there are situations which are less likely than others, but there are situations that can be either the first or the second. Imagine that we're talking about money. Yeah, and I asked Matthias, Matthias, what would you do if you had a lot of money? And Matthias tells me, well, Amber, the truth is that I am a very wealthy person. I have lots of money. So, well, when I have money, or if I have money, I spend it on everything I want.
In jellyfish.
On saying jellyfish, you see? So Matthias didn't use the second. He didn't say if I had a lot of money, because he actually has a lot of money. So something that for him is a reality, for me is impossible or unlikely, or vice versa. You understand? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Teacher,
Yep.
can I see the first sentence like a recommendation?
Which
Maybe.
one? If a jellyfish stung me?
I wouldn't rub the sting.
Of course, Alexander. I think that
sound like
yeah. The thing is that a second use of the second conditional is to give advice. Yeah, but when we give advice using the second conditional, we usually started with this beginning. If I were you. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. If I was her, I wouldn't do that, you see? So we usually start with if I were, or if I was someone else. Yeah, very good. It's the second use of the second conditional. Yeah. All right, let's continue. First and second conditionals compared. If a shark appears, I will keep still. So this situation is likely or unlikely? You tell me.
Unlikely.
Likely or unlikely?
Unlikely.
I can't understand. Okay, hypothetical or likely? Let's change the words. Hypothetical or likely?
Hypothetical.
No.
What?
No, because it says appears. I will keep. So, Enzo, pay attention. If you see this sentence, you say, okay, the person who said the sentence, yeah, for that person, seeing sharks is not uncommon, because the person is using if a shark appears, I will keep still. You see, in the reality of this person, seeing sharks is something that happens often. Just because of the grammar, you can deduct that. You see? Of course, for you, it's unlikely, but for that person, it's not. You see? Yeah, it's first, so it's likely. Yeah? It's a possible future situation and its consequences. So perhaps this person lives in Serena or lives in Coquimbo. I don't know, I think in Coquimbo, jellyfish. No, sharks, I'm sorry. Mexico? Yeah, are there sharks in Mexico, I guess? Caribbean? In the Caribbean. Okay, this person lives in the Caribbean. First conditional, real conditional. That's the equation that you have to do. First conditional talks about likely real situations in the present or the future. Compare. If a shark appeared, I would keep still. So and so now, likely or hypothetical?
Unlikely.
Unlikely, hypothetical, very good. So just because we change the verbs, now we understand that for this person, whoever the person was, seeing sharks is not common. Seeing sharks is unlikely. So you say, okay, second conditional, imaginary, hypothetical situation, and its consequence. Yeah. So the second conditional is also known as the unreal conditional. Not because the conditional doesn't exist, but because the conditional expresses an unreal situation. Yeah. Let's continue. What about the form? Are we clear about the use? Are we clear about the meaning? Guys? Yeah? All right. So now we need to see the form. How can we form this conditional? The second conditional is formed by if, followed by the simple past. If a shark appeared, if a jellyfish stung me, if a dog bit me. And then in the second part of the sentence, I use would or wouldn't or might or mightn't plus the base form. Base form, remember, unit 1, 2, infinitive without to. So it's, for example, have, do, what is that? Have, etc. Yeah, not to, no ing. For example, Ulises, read the examples, please.
Okay. If I saw a shark swimming next to me, I wouldn't panic. I'm not at all afraid of them.
Very good, continue.
If I wasn't frightened of heights, I will go on the sideline tour.
On a zipline tour, yes.
If she didn't have a phobia of she would sleep under the ski.
Yeah, she would sleep under the sky. So here, yeah, you have 3 examples using and following the same rule. You see, you have if followed by the past, so, weren't or wasn't, and didn't have, yeah. And then in the second part of the conditional, you have wouldn't, would, or perhaps might. Yeah?
Miss, what is the difference between would and might?
Might is talking about a possibility more than, would is more certain than might. For example, I can say, if I saw a shark swimming next to me, I might not panic, but the truth is that I don't know if I would or I wouldn't panic. You see, it's like possible. Yeah. Weren't or wasn't, pay attention. We are using the simple past. And when we use the simple past, remember that we can use verb to be. And verb to be is a powerful verb. Verb to be doesn't need an auxiliary in the past simple. You say, I was born, I wasn't born, I was there, I wasn't there, versus I went, I didn't go. Remember that? Okay. So when I use the second conditional, something very strange happens in the second conditional. Look at the subject. The subject is I, and we know that in the past, I is was. I was born. I was a child. When I was a child. But here in the second conditional, I can use were. If I were a child, if I were a student, if I were you, I wouldn't or I would do that. You see? So the second conditional, verb to be, can be used with were for all persons. if I were, if she were, if they were. But you can also use it like normally, meaning if I was, if she was, if you were, if they were. What is the difference? The difference is formality, register. When you use were for all persons, is more formal than using if I was. You see? So if you are writing, for example, you are writing a formal email or you are writing a thesis. Imagine that you are finishing your program and you're writing your thesis and you want to use the second conditional in your thesis and you want to say, well, if the students were aware of all the possibilities they have, they wouldn't do that. I choose were, or if the student were, because it's formal. It's my thesis, it's my dissertation. But if you're speaking among friends, or if you are writing an informal email, you can use was. You know, if she was my friend, I would tell her the truth. But she isn't my friend, so I'm not going to say anything. You see? So it depends on the context. It depends on the register. Now, but when you use past, be careful. Yeah, so, stand, didn't, weren't, wasn't, etc. Yeah? Is it clear or not? Yeah. I will ask you another question. Can I say, I might wash the sting with vinegar, or I might wash it with fresh water if a jellyfish stung me? Is it correct? Can I change the position of the clauses? As I could. Yeah, and the meaning doesn't change. Yeah, very good. Right. So that is a characteristic of conditional sentences. I can change the position of the clauses. I can use if second position or if first position, and nothing changes. But can I say something like, if I wouldn't panic, I would see a shark? Can I say that?
No.
No, of course not, because if is always followed by the simple past and would is always followed by the base one. Remember? The same happened in the first. Yeah, okay, very good. Very, very good. Practice time. We have 15 minutes to practice. All right, if you have any questions, of course, stop me, yeah, and I explain everything again if you want. Page 142, section 9a. Page 142, section 9a. Yeah, let me see what I have here. Yeah, no, I'm going to show you the book. Now go to the book, page 142, I said, right? Did you find the page? Because I haven't. Here we are. Okay, remember that at the back you have the explanation, second conditional, comparison, first or second. And here we have some exercises. I think that 9A is too easy. Yeah, so let's do letter B. Yeah, some of them. You choose the numbers and we do that number. So let's start with people who haven't participated today. Tomás, are you here? Tomás Reyes?
Yes, yes.
Hello, Tomás. How are you?
Hello. Fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Tomás, choose a number from 1 to 10. Any number.
5.
Number 5. Okay, so everybody pay attention. It says, we, our son, more often if he, nearer. Okay, so think. Is this a second conditional, first conditional, and how would I complete it? Any idea, Tomás?
I think it's second conditional.
Yeah, I agree with you. So what is the sentence? Pay attention that if is in the middle, right?
Okay. We would see our son more often if he I can say in the past.
What is?
If
It's a regular verb. It's a regular verb. Live is regular.
Lived.
Very
Lived.
good. Yeah.
Near.
Excellent. So we would see our son more often if he lived nearer. So what's the reality? You understand that this person is using the second because the truth is that their son doesn't live near them. He lives far away from them. Yeah. So they are hypothesizing. Very good, Thomas. Thank you. Martin Leiva, come on, choose a number and you complete the sentence.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. Okay, good.
If you tried Indian food, I'm sure you would like it.
Very good. Yeah, so I think, yeah, that in this situation, if you tried, meaning taste it, if you tried Indian food, I'm sure you would like it. Yeah, I'm sure you would like it. Or we can say, if you tried Indian food, you might like it. So we take out the I'm sure because I'm sure you might doesn't make any sense. Thank you very much, Martin. Enzo, choose a number and complete the sentence.
7.
Number 7, good. Pay attention what if is.
Yes, I will take you to the airport if my mom
The past.
wouldn't.
The past, remember the past of this sentence. Because if is followed by the past, remember?
Sí.
Okay, so I would take you, perfect. I would take you to the airport if my mom
Didn't have the car?
Very good, right. So what is the reality? I can't take you to the airport because my mom has the car. I don't, my mom has it. You see? So in this unlikely situation that I had the car, of course I would take, but unfortunately I can't. You see? Very good. Next one, Luis Osvaldo Reyes Parada. You choose the number and I complete the sentence.
Number 9.
Number 9. Okay, good. It's a question. Pay attention.
Yes. Did you leave your country if you got a well-paid job?
Luis, can you repeat again one more time?
Did you leave your country if you...
It's almost perfect, almost. Yeah, we have if, and we know that after if we need past simple. So you are right. If you got, yeah, if you got a well-paid job, yeah. If we already have the past simple, now we need would and the base form. That's all. Yeah. So what's the question? Would you leave or would you did leave?
Did you?
Why did? No, did. No, forget about the past. The past goes after if.
Okay.
You see? So the question is, would you leave? Would you leave the country or your country? Would you leave Chile, for example, if you got a well-paid job? Hypothetical situation. Yeah? All right. Thank you very much. Next one, Felipe. Choose the number and complete the sentence. Felipe, where are you? Yes, 6. Okay, good. Felipe? Yeah, you are sorry. So it says, I to that restaurant if it's very expensive. What do you think?
I wouldn't go to the restaurant if I
past. What is the past of be?
If I were you?
Very good. Yes, if I were you. You see, so in a way, as Alexander said, yeah, we can also use the second conditional to give our opinion, like a piece of advice, like, well, if I were you, I wouldn't go there. It's very expensive and the food is not so good. You see? Very good, Felipe. And the last one, any volunteer? No, Benjamin, perhaps?
Yes. Which number?
Any number. The number, you choose the number.
Number 4.
Number 4. Perfect.
If we rented a car, we could drive up to the mountains.
Excellent, right. So if we rented, perfect pronunciation, if we rented a car, we could drive up to the mountains. What is the reality? We don't have a car, we can't go to the mountains. You see?
Yes.
Do you understand? Yeah? All right, very good. Back to the presentation then. Okay. We have 10 minutes, perfect. So here we have different sentence beginnings or sentence beginnings. And the idea is that we finish the idea. We have to try to finish the idea. For example, I would be very happy if I don't know, what can I say? I would be very happy if I had 3 months vacation. Yeah. But unfortunately, I don't. I only have 1 month. Okay? So that's my sentence. Ulises, you start and then you choose the person.
Yeah, I
choose any sentence you want.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
Don't overthink. Just try.
If this class finishes earlier, I wouldn't go to eat my lunch.
I wouldn't go to eat or to eat?
Eat.
I wouldn't go to eat. Yeah. All right. So I guess that if this class finished earlier, which it won't happen because we will finish at 1 or 1 something, you wouldn't go to have lunch, right? You would go perhaps to watch television. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Ulises, you choose the next person, please.
Okay. Domingo Ruiz.
Domingo, great. Any sentence, Domingo.
If I could learn a foreign language in 1 month, I would learn English.
Really? No, I would learn Chinese, Domingo. English, forget about English. Think about a difficult language. I don't know, German.
I will learn Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah. I think that Portuguese is not that simple like Portuguese from Portugal, right? Because it's a Latin language, yeah. Yeah, if I could learn a foreign language in 1 month, I think that I would learn, I don't know, Russian, something like very, very exotic and very difficult. Yeah, but English, forget about it. You can already speak English, so no.
I don't think that a lot.
Yeah, all right, very good. Domingo, continue. You choose the next person.
Yeah, Benjamin Reyes.
Benjamin, again. Good.
If I could live anywhere in the world, I could live in Australia, I think.
You would live in Australia. Why Australia, Benjamin?
I think they have a lot of special animals, and it has.
I'm dangerous. I must say, I'm dangerous.
Sharks and snakes, and yes.
And the standard of living is very high. Yeah, so you would have the chance, perhaps, to work and earn much more than you would be able to earn here in Chile. Yeah.
But probably I could live there like a few
years,
months or years, but
then you would come back.
No.
No? You would go somewhere else.
If there is the possibility, I could,
If I had the possibility.
yeah, I could live. I could live in more than a country.
More than I can. Oh yes, I totally agree. I would do the
But yeah,
same.
it's too difficult.
Yeah, it's true. But well, we never know. We never know. Things might change in the future. And nowadays it's much simpler, yeah, to go and live in another country than it was like 20 years ago. It's really difficult. Yeah. But Camille, you continue. Choose the person. Try to choose someone who hasn't spoken a lot.
José Miguel Quiroz.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same. Right. José Miguel, you choose the sentence.
If I stop studying at Buchev, I will go to United States.
Okay, José Miguel, pay attention. Pay attention to the sentence because it says if I stop, not if I stopped.
Okay, stop.
So it's a first. So it's a first conditional. Okay, so I will or I would?
I say I would.
I know.
I would.
So it's not I would, it's I will.
Oh,
because
okay.
this is present. This is present, not past. You see?
Yes.
What will you do if you stop studying at Buchev, José Manuel?
I will go to United States. I don't know.
You will work there, or you will try to study?
I think I will try to work there.
To work. Okay.
And maybe then try to study something, but I don't know.
You don't know. Well, perhaps you will work first to save money, and then you will decide what to do with the money.
Yes, or maybe I will work and study at the same time.
Great. Very good. You choose the next person, please.
Benjamin Yankao.
Okay. Very good.
If I were an animal, I would be a raccoon.
You would be what?
A raccoon? No sé si I don't know if
I don't understand.
Raccoon? Raccoon?
A raccoon.
Ah, raccoon. Yeah.
A raccoon? Why a raccoon? That's weird.
I think they are very cool.
What is a raccoon?
A raccoon is what's the name in Spanish? It's
Mapache.
Yeah.
Mapache.
No, mapache. A raccoon. That's weird.
Very funny.
I would never think of being a raccoon. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And the last person, no, the penultimate. Yeah, we have time. Martín Ríos. Martín, choose a sentence. Thank you, Benjamin.
If I were rich, I will travel around the world.
What countries would you like to visit first?
Australia, maybe Asia, Thailandia or something like that.
Thailand, yeah, Asian countries. Very good, thank you. And the last person, Alexander, please choose a sentence beginning and you finish the idea.
I could travel abroad if I finished Buchev.
Which one are you doing? If I could travel abroad? I could travel abroad if I.
If I finished Buchev.
Well, if you finish your program, but you would. I mean, you will. No, you would. You will do it, Alexander. And after you finish your program, I'm sure that you will. You will travel and do whatever you want. Okay, guys. Very good. Thank you. So next class, we will start with this activity. What would you do if? Okay, and we're going to answer the questions. If you think that you are not so sure about the use of the second conditional, we can continue practice. Yeah. But anyway, if you think that it's okay, we will move on to the next unit. that is planned. And the next unit has to do with questions, yeah, questions with and without auxiliaries. So I'm going to post a document in Ucursos that I want you to download and have it ready, yeah, for next Friday, right? So that's all for today. I don't know if you have any questions before I end the
Miss,
meeting.
I have a question.
Yes, of course. Go back.
On the week, on the week of 26th.
Yeah, I think we have.
October.
We don't have any classes that week, I think.
No, because we have the quiz number 1. I think.
No, that's in November, Luis.
Oh, November.
Let me remember. I changed the syllabus because we had a week off in September, so everything changed. So perhaps you have version 1 of the syllabus.
But the quiz is on Wednesday? No, Thursday?
No.
Or
look, Luis. We have a week off on the 19th. Yeah, we have a week off.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
So good news. Yeah, we are here. We are in this week. We are in week 5. Yeah, and we have the quiz on week 8. Yeah. So the quiz is going to be similar to what we did last semester. So we're going to have classes that day. Yeah, we have classes on Mondays and Fridays. So I will activate, tests on Friday after the class, and you will have 48 hours to take the test.
Okay.
So you will have until Sunday at 1 o'clock. Yeah, to take the test, and that's it. Yeah, so that will be the 6th of November is the date. You have lots of contents anyway, lots of vocabulary, lots of contents for quiz number 1. And then the semester flies because we have the video assignment on week 11. Yeah, I have to grade your videos on week 13, and then we have quiz 2 on week 12, and we have the exams on week 15 and 16. Quiz 2, remember that is optional, yeah, but my piece of advice is take the quiz, because if you get a bad mark, I will erase it. I will not count it for the final mark, so take it. Yeah. So remember, guys, download the syllabus. This is the second version because we had a week off in September. Yeah, this is in Material Docente. Okay, guys, I don't know if you have any questions. No, Felipe, Martín, Eduardo, Benja, Matías, Ulises. No? Okay. Take care. Have a lovely week and see you on Friday.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye.